So Dew Look foundation done. Next steps. So I left off the last video, which I know cut off slightly, with this Becca product. And so this is what I do to start getting my eye makeup in sync. So the reason that I use this, it is not an eyeshadow, is just because I travel so much. I was just trying to cut down what I used, and one day I think I ran out of pale eyeshadow and I used this and I actually really liked it. So I get a brush and start building it up. So up into the brow here, because you always get the highlighter here. And I like the fact that it gives me a brightness in my eye. I have to confess, brushes that I use for eyes, Bobbi Brown. Sorry, not Bobbi Brown, Body Shop. I've always used them, they're really good. Other brushes, I use different ones. This is actually a H&M brush. It's really, really good. I've got to be really honest with you that the super expensive brushes, I'm not a fan. I don't think there's any merit in it. I've spent a lot of money on brushes in the past and I don't think it's worth it. Body Shop, great. The H&M brushes are great. So, oops, poke myself in the eye. Can you see? I've got that. Now you could just leave it there and just pop some eyeshadow on. So some of you were asking how to do a smoky eye, and absolutely from here you could just put some liner on, and the idea is you just crease, you smudge it here with your little finger, and then you've got a semi-smoky eye that if you just want to go light on the makeup, you don't have to go all in on this massive smoky eye. If you do want a smoky eye and you want proper eyeshadow, Bobbi Brown. I love these palettes. Due to the current economic global situation of a global pandemic, I am down to hardly any eyeshadow, and believe it or not, I cannot get the colours that I use online for some reason, so I'm down to hardly anything. I'm also mixing in with Golden Goddess by Charlotte Tilbury, but they're a bit more sparkly. I do use them to layer up a darker eye, but Bobbi Brown every time. So right now I'm actually using grey, number 6 grey, because I also use, oh gosh, burnt sugar a lot, but I've literally run out of it. So I'm going to show, there's all different ways I do it. Sometimes, if you want a really smoky eye, sometimes I go right across here and I build it up that way. Sometimes I just go in the socket. Okay, so I'm going to do you a smoky eye in another video on another day, but today I'm going to do you my regular one. So I always start in the socket here. And again, really light, and I go up into the brow. It'll look a bit messy to start with. Then I get this brush and I always just hold them both and I just start blending in. And can you see, without really doing much at all, I've started to get that definition. So again, you could just leave it there. I think we all know that I do not leave it there. Can you see that just with really light feathery touches, you start to get that mix? Then Charlotte Tilbury, the dark one, there. I'm just going to start going in and giving that extra definition. Do not be afraid, this is something I learned from a makeup artist, do not be afraid how far up you go. You still want that bit there to give you that kind of framing. This looks really dark right now, but watch. You start blending in. And then take a neutral colour like this, and it kind of blends it. Again, I go back over because this has just still got some colour in. I really go in that socket. Now, everybody has different eye shapes. Mine are very almond. They're, you know, straight up, they're good eyes to put eye makeup on, which is probably why I wear a lot. But can you see how that, without very much effort, is blended? I'm going to do one eye for you and then I'll do the other one. So if I was going out, I would do more and more and more of this, and I'm going to do a smoky eye again another time. But this is what I do next. This varies again from day to day as to what I do, but I've got a Bobbi Brown chocolate truffle eyeliner, and this is hard because I'm actually using my phone as the mirror. Just draw a line across. Okay, I've gone a little bit up, don't worry about that because I'm going to smudge it now. And I just smudge it in a little bit. Then I take it under Can you see how the look that you will see me with normally is starting to take shape? You see that? And then I just pinch under that corner piece and take it out slightly. You can, if you want, again, smoky eye, you can add an eyeliner, a liquid eyeliner, which I love to do. I've just got a new one from YSL, Couture eyeliner number 4. That's good, that's a brown. The MAC Brush Black, brilliant. So that's more nighttime look. I confess, I do it in the day, but I'm not going to do it for you today because I'm going to do smoky eye in another one. Lancome, just a kohl, just good old-fashioned kohl. See this bit under here? See this bit right under our eyes? You can still see a tiny bit of pink skin there. That's what we want to eradicate for a true smoky eye. So all I do is this. I close my eyes and just run the pencil underneath. So it gives you this under eyelid look. And again, I just run there, and sometimes I just add an additional kind of flick out. Again, true smoky eye, I would go over this bit. I go back with the brush that had most of the colour on. Again, just do another, and then I slightly blend the eyeliner. Another kind of going over it. These aren't technical terms. Any makeup artists out there, look away now. I am doing it into a phone, I should have got my mirror down. So can you see that that is starting to form the basis of a look that we've got? I'm going to do the other side really, really quick. Okay, so back to the grey. And the reason I wear this makeup is because I was obviously working on makeup counters for a long, long, long time. And it was just what I did. And I grew up with it. My mum actually was never really interested in makeup. I used to bring her home all these hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth of Estee Lauder goodie bags that we would get at Christmas. I remember once going to this incredible Moroccan restaurant in Bristol and being given all their Renutritive range, which was hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth. And I came home and I said, Mum, I got all this for you. She's like, oh, what am I going to do with that? So I just, yeah, I don't know where it came from. My dad bought me my first bottle of Chanel when I was 13. I think it came from him somehow. He bought me my first Estee Lauder makeup kit with a free gift on my 18th birthday. My dad was a photographer as well as a school teacher. And, you know, he was very creative. He just had that in him. I think I got it from him. Whoops. Again, just gentle with the brown. It's more for this bit here for the brown. Eyeliner and then black eyeliner again. Just in there. I'm going to confess, when I went to the optician, she said, your eyes are a little full of gunk. Don't wear so much eyeshadow. And I was like, you know what, we've got to be honest, it's just not going to happen. So, that's eyeshadow. The next bit to finish this off is, and I'm really hoping this is going to go okay, because sometimes it takes a few times, eyebrows. So I have a very old eyebrow pencil. I do clean it all the time with cleaner. I use the brush part, MAC True Brunette. I love, again, artist in me, I love getting some of this. I kind of take off the excess in the lid and I just follow the brow. Glad you can't see this up close because it is not perfect. I do not like massive brows. I'm sorry. Anyone that knows me knows I will not be sold on them. I love that whole old-fashioned look. I really love like whole Sophia Loren, Marilyn kind of old-fashioned elegance. This, I also know my face shape. this suits my face shape. I have tried growing my brows out. I hate them. So I want you to also think about this is, do not feel that you have to conform to what everyone else does. I do the makeup that I know I have honed and practiced and got to know for years suits me, and I will not let anyone else tell me different. So these brows are always going to be super slick and elegant. They will never be bushy eyebrows, ever. I don't care how much you tell me they're in fashion. No, no, no. So that is my look. Now, I haven't put mascara on, and there's a good reason. This is also part of the video I did before in terms of how do you get your makeup to just stay all day long. I couldn't shoot it in it because you have to do the eye makeup too. You do not put your mascara on first. Okay, so this is All Nighter by Urban Decay. This is the secret, the massive secret. So hold your hair back, close your eyes, and for about, so I don't know, 20, 30 centimetres, 20 centimetres. Wait a minute, I just got a mouthful of it. Okay, my skin looks wet. Can you see that? That will dry. So just stop. I always, at this point, plug in my irons because normally my hair, this is tonged a little bit. I plug in my irons to tong. I maybe spray my hair with whatever I'm gonna do that with, and then after I've done my hair, I get my mascara and put my mascara on. So that is the next bit. We have to wait. So can you see that it's gonna set it basically? It doesn't move. It literally doesn't move. So I'm just gonna recap, what did I use? So I used the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, which is this pale one, which I also used to highlight my face, but I used it for my eye makeup. And then Bobbi Brown, I used grey, and I would normally use burnt sugar to really darken these sockets, but we obviously couldn't do that. And Golden Goddess by Charlotte Tilbury, which is this. Now, have I got them here? Yes, I have. Alternatives to my makeup regime sometimes. This cute little green by Bobbi Brown. It's called Poison Ivy. I think it was limited edition. Sometimes I change it up and do green. And this Sunlight from Bobbi Brown. This is amazing to pop in here. I don't know if I can do a little bit. Oops. Just gives you an extra bit of highlight. It's wet, so I don't want to do that and ruin it. So yeah. So final bit. Mascara. This is new and I love it. It's Extended Play Giga Black Lash by MAC. Wow, it's incredible. So I cannot see this far, so I'm going to show you. It's a really thin brush. I was dubious about it, but it's so good. Okay, the setting spray is a little bit too wet for my liking, but I want to show you the finished look, so I'm going to just go with it. Going to grab the Q-tip and just make sure any tiny little bits have been caught. Always just roll a Q-tip just like that. So just roll it just along your skin like that and it'll pick up everything. There. It's minimal. Like I said, I can really go to town in here if I wanted to. And actually a Q-tip's a really good way of doing that. Let me just show you so quick. You can get really in to that crease. So you could start laying that like that, but otherwise, that's it. You only need, say, a neutral gloss because you've gone heavy on the eyes. Or like me, you can just go really dark, but look. Charlotte Tilbury again.